Hello and welcome, it is I, MrSnake. You as always are amazing. Don't listen to this file if driving, operating machinery, or if there's something you need to pay full attention to. Only listen in a place where it's safe and appropriate to do so, and only listen at a time where it's safe and appropriate to do so. Now, you've seen the title of this file, and you're here because you desire deep peace and tranquility. Maybe you like a little momentary retreat from the relentless tempo of thought that maybe keeps your mind buzzing. So today we'll explore a state of mind where everything just slows down, where all of those thoughts just really slow down to a speed where it seems as though the thoughts barely move at all, or the thoughts struggle to move, and that's good. And it'll be a state of mind where your mind is just filled with the peace and quiet you do seek. And you maybe can imagine or picture it now, a world or a place inside of your mind where thoughts are slow and languid, almost like a thick syrup of consideration and contemplation. Perhaps it's a world where time stretches out, relaxed and unhurried. And as you become more relaxed and unhurried, you notice that your body becomes more relaxed. I want you to make sure you're comfortable, either sitting or lying down, in a space where you won't be disturbed, because this journey's just for you and me. So let's begin by focusing on your breathing. The simple in and out of your breath. Just that easy in and out of your breath. And of course, breathing is one of those things we do without thought or question. We just naturally do, don't we? We just don't even think about our breathing because it just happens all by itself. But when we do pay attention to our breathing, like you're doing right now, we notice how easy it is to calm and relax yourselves just by slowing that breathing down. Which means that when you do relax even further, you notice your breathing slows a little bit more. And of course, there's a wonderful link between mind and body. Because when your body relaxes, your mind relaxes. And when your mind relaxes, your body relaxes along with it. And have you ever noticed how when your body relaxes and your mind relaxes, that thoughts can still move in and out of your mind, and that's okay. But those thoughts moving in, out, and around your mind, they just naturally start to slow down. They just start to slow down without any conscious decision being made. It just happens. And it feels good when that happens, which is one of the reasons why you enjoy going into trance, into this amazingly relaxed state so much. And now that you've noticed that your thoughts have started slowing, you can focus back to your breathing. Knowing that each breath in brings fresh oxygen into your lungs, into your blood, into your very cells. Each exhalation expels what's unnecessary, just like thoughts can be unnecessary. Those exhalations can carry away any tension or stress. And of course, it's a quiet rhythm, a rhythm you're used to, your body and mind both understand, a rhythm you can trust. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And with each breath in, you can feel that cool air entering your body, warming up as it travels inside of you and then being expelled again, warm and comforting. Each breath is a moment lived, a moment past, a marker of the simple miracle of being alive. And with each breath, you're becoming a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more grounded in the present. As your body settles, your mind follows. And as your body relaxes more, your mind follows. And it might even be that you can feel your thoughts begin to slow down inside of your mind. And it could be that you think of your mind like a nice calm pool of water, tranquil, peaceful, not so much as a ripple distorts the surface, so that it almost looks like a mirror reflecting a clear blue sky from above. And you can think of this pool as your mind at peace, calm and tranquil, peaceful and devoid of any disturbance. It's a place of tranquility, a place of serene repose. And this is your mind before it reaches its most relaxed state. It might be that you think of any thoughts when they arise like tiny bubbles that break the surface, causing little ripples that quickly fade before the calm is restored. But as you relax more and more during this session, it might be that that pool of water representing your mind at peace, it might begin to become a little thicker. It may be that the substance seems to change to a more thick, delightfully slow molasses. And it's almost as though the more your thoughts slow and maybe even stop, that the pool of your mind becomes thicker and thicker, so the thoughts maybe couldn't move, even if you wanted them to. But why would you want that? Because you're enjoying your mind and your thoughts becoming thick like molasses right now. This thick molasses moves in its own time. A lazy, unhurried, thick liquid that's never rushed and never worried, unhurried and unbothered, completely at ease. As your mind becomes more of this molasses, you can feel your thoughts slowing down even more. Every consideration, every idea, every image seems to become stuck in place, so that it all becomes slow, thick, and deliciously unhurried. And it might even be that each word you hear from my voice just slows your mind down even more during this session. And so the surface of your mind becomes more and more viscous. The ripples of your thoughts spreading out lazily, taking their own sweet time, freed from any need to rush, freed from any need to hurry. Everything is perfectly slow and perfectly serene. Serenely perfect and perfectly serene. Perfectly slow and slowly perfect. And this molasses of thought fills every corner of your mind, every little nook and cranny, every thought, any worry, every responsibility. All of these things begin to slow down until the entirety of your mind is a tranquil pool of thick, thick molasses. And this is liberation. This is freedom. Freedom from thought, freedom from decision, freed of the pressure to think quickly or to make decisions in a hurry. All of those things have simply stuck in the thick, thick molasses. The molasses in your mind right now guarantees a pace of thought that is so comfortable. A pace of thought that is so serene. And this is your reality right now. This is your own personal retreat. Each and every languid second is a moment of peace. Any thoughts are a delicious, slow motion revelation that washes slowly over you. It's like your mind is floating in a warm sea of molasses. Any wave of thought gently and slowly lapping against you. It's almost like an embrace. This is peace and tranquility, and you adore it. Allow yourself to just enjoy this moment. And it could be that your thoughts are moving so slowly. And if I asked you a simple question like, what's your name, you might struggle to answer. Or your answer would come out very slowly indeed. If I asked you what your favorite color was, those thoughts would move so slowly that your answer would come out so slowly. And this is your reality now during this fight. This is your own personal retreat. Every second is a languid moment of peace, where every slowed down thought is a delicious slow motion revelation that gently washes over you. It's like your mind is floating in a warm sea of molasses. Doesn't it feel amazing to have your thoughts and your mind slow down? So just allow your slow mind to bask in this peace, soaking in the tranquility and luxuriating in the calm. And know that you can always bring this peace with you. It's always accessible. It's always there. And with your mind like molasses, it might be that you notice the sensations in your body, becoming aware of how good and languid that your body feels. Noticing how the relaxed muscles feel so good. Almost like you're sinking down into the surface you're resting upon. Sinking into it almost like molasses. That's right. And it might well be that the slower your thoughts become, the more aware of how good your body feels you become. And isn't that amazing? You can just nod your head slowly as you like and go deep. This is right and appropriate for you. In this trance with your slow mind like molasses, you don't need to think. You don't have to say anything. You're freed from any decisions or thoughtful burdens. You can just become unencumbered by thinking. You can become liberated from the hassles of thought. In this trance, you can just be so relaxed with your mind like molasses, so that thoughts can barely move. So just allow yourself to let yourself enjoy this as much as you possibly can. Just let your mind be still and thick like molasses. Very good. You've done so well, and you're such a good subject. Now in a few moments, I'm going to count from 1 up to 5. And when I reach 5, you'll be able to come up out of trance freed of any suggestions that aren't right, safe, or appropriate for you now. 1, Your mind beginning to come back together. 2, thoughts returning to their normal pace and speed. 3, still feeling amazingly calm and relaxed. 4, you may want to wiggle your fingers and toes. And 5, opening your eyes, coming up out of trance, freed of any and all suggestions that aren't right, safe, or appropriate. I want to thank you for listening. And as always, I want to thank you for your continued support. And I look forward to trancing you again soon. But now I'd like you to go and get yourself a nice glass of water. And I'll talk to you later.